So open reverse is like doing the first measure of a diamond turn. It's open feet. Reverse means left face turn, and we're going to end it in banjo position. So we're not being in closed position. That's why it's called an open reverse. So it's going to be forward, side, back for him, and forward for the ladies. So he's facing reverse line diagonal wall. So that's your open reverse turn. We can do a hover corte from there. Okay, so it doesn't always get followed by an outside check. So that's the third step is a locking step, crossing your foot and back. So when you do that back whisk, he's stepping back. Now this step here, don't just go back, and turn her. And then the third step is not here. Don't put that foot clear back there. Bring it under the body. Because you need to have a checking action there, because whatever comes next, you're going to go forward. So if you're taking that step back, then your body flow is not good to get into the next thing. So you've got to be sure that when you do that back whisk, one, that it's not just backing up 3 steps. He has to turn her, and then you're turning into the whisk. Okay? He is going to turn a quarter turn. So from wherever he's facing, he's going to step back, turn as he steps to the side, and check forward into banjo position. So we've turned basically a quarter to 3/8 on that outside check. So if it's following the open reverse, we do our open reverse, and then our outside check, back, side, check forward. He's facing reverse line diagonal wall, but that's a checking step. That's why it's called outside check, because he's checking forward outside of me. So whatever comes next after this, he's going to have to back up because he checked that last step. So if we do an outside change to semi, 1, 2, 3. Okay?
Because you got to step and then you got to turn very quick.
Yeah. Promenade sway. Depending on which foot you have free to start. If you have a lead foot free, it's going to just be a side step to your promenade position with that little extra sway, extra push apart. If we have a trailing foot free, it's usually through to the promenade sway. So then you're going to take your through step, but you're still going to take that step to promenade and that little extra push away. So ladies, at this point in time, you should feel like a left side stretch. Your right side is not collapsed, but you've got a stretch in your left side. And the men are just the opposite. His right side is not collapsed, it's soft, and his, you got a right side stretch and a left side not collapsed. Yeah. The other right, yeah. And then if you're going to change your sway, you're going to change your stretch of which side you're stretching. So when you change your sway, you're going to rotate and change the stretch. And that's how you're changing from the promenade to the oversway. Just a plain, everyday, ordinary wing. We're in semi-closed position when we start. We both are going to take a through step, but fellas, when you're taking that through step, think of more of a crossing step because you want to be able to rotate your body. So you're taking that through step, but you're thinking about an upper body rotation. And the ladies are gonna take 2 steps forward to sidecar position, and voila, he's now facing diagonal line in the center. Because for one, he took that first step, not here, but he took his step here, and then he could unwind, which makes it into your wing. So if we do the wing, normal, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So we're in sidecar position. Now, if we do a closed wing, we start with a trailing foot free, just like normal.
Do you
Thank you.
start in closed position?
We're in banjo usually.
Okay.
Usually in banjo, but you can start it in closed, either one. The ladies are still gonna take 3 steps. The men are still gonna take 1 step. His 1 step, he's taking his step, and the ladies are stepping back as he's taking his forward step. Now, her second step is a side step across in front of him, and a forward step up to sidecar.
Okay.
So it ends in the same exact position. He still gets 1 step in the body rotation, but the ladies are doing back, side, forward to get into the other side of him. And it's called a closed wing.
From banjo to side.
So if he starts diagonal line on the wall, trailing foot free, closed wing, 1, 2, 3.
And you should do the same left.
Still having that head over here, looking over his right shoulder. Mhm.
Nice.
So Paul's step was forward, but not quite cross, but just right in front, sort of,
Mhm.
his other foot.
Forward a little bit less cross, but he's still gonna take a little bit more of a crossing action because he needs to have that. So if he's diagonal out to the wall, he's gonna take that step forward in front of his body, which then allows him to rotate out. So his first step is forward, like right in front of his other foot. So then you now go back, doing a heel turn, transferring to the toes, and then pushing back to banjo. So when you do that telemark to banjo, it's 1, 2, 3. But I have to bring my feet together to allow him to get on the other side of me. Because we have to think about the fact that we're trading places on a telemark. Especially on the banjo one, because she has to be able to get turned all the way around. So she's doing a 3/4 turn with the heel turn. So telemark to banjo, 1, 2, 3. Forward, forward, lock, forward. Closed wing. And you're there. Forward, forward, lock, forward. Ladies, you need to be more in front.
Yes. I'm
You're
always
over
on
here.
Yeah.
And what's happening is because you're over here, you're taking this step and he has no place to go. Okay?
And I think that is the issue with the telemark to banjo. That's where I'm getting out.
Mhm.
Because I do the push to make the turn, but now he's already here. You may need to take out smaller steps.
Yeah, you gotta keep her in front of you on that telemark to banjo. Don't let her get slide off under your armpit.
1, 2, 3. That was better.
Yeah, so when you do your telemark, right lunge means the men are using their right foot to go into a lunge. Not side and forward between partners' feet. Okay? So when you do a right lunge, he is going forward with his right foot, side and forward, in between her feet, and she's stepping back. So it's here, and there's your right lunge. Right foot, not right side lunge. And that's what you see a lot of people, when they start doing right lunges, they do this. That's not a right lunge. Right lunge, he's going basically forward between her feet, and then we fall over. How could you tipped over on me? You got into my dance space. A lot of times that right lunge will be preceded by a forward step. So if you start with a lead foot free, forward to a right lunge, 1, 2, 3.
I see. And the right lunge is almost like you're doing almost that promenade.
It's, yeah,
Reverse, the contra position.
yeah. It's almost like doing an oversway type thing for the ladies. It feels very much like that, excepting that he's into that lunging action. So if we're facing line of dance, diagonal wall, forward to a right lunge.
And then change sway.
Yeah. Now you can change your sway to a promenade, and then back to an oversway. So let's try it. Recover and slip. Okay. So if he's facing line of dance diagonal wall, forward to a right lunge, recover and slip. So we're going to recover 1 step, and then it's a slipping action, 1 step.
That's actually was easier than the normal.
That's it.
It
That's an
is.
easy slip.
Back
It's
and
just, you just
slip.
turn the
Yes.
cord.
Mhm.